Page 8. The Woodsons of Ohio. My father's family can trace their history back to Thomas Woodson of Chillicothe, said to be the first son of Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings. Some say this isn't so, but the Woodsons of Ohio know what the Woodsons came before them left behind, in Bibles, in stories, in history coming down through time. So, ask any Woodson why you can't go down the Woodson line without finding doctors and lawyers and teachers, athletes and scholars, and people in government. They'll say, "We had a head start." They'll say, "Thomas Woodson expected the best of us." They'll lean back, lace their fingers across their chests, smile a smile that's older than time, say, "Well, it all started back before Thomas Jefferson Woodson of Chillicothe," and they'll begin to tell our long, long story. The Ghosts of the Nelsonville House. The Woodsons are one of the few black families in this town. Their house is big and white and sits on a hill. Look up to see them through the high windows inside a kitchen filled with the light of a watery Nelsonville sun. In the parlor a fireplace burns warmth into the long Ohio winter. Keep looking and it's spring again. The light's gold now and dancing across the pine floors. Once there were so many children here running through this house, up and down the stairs, hiding under beds and in trunks, sneaking into the kitchen for tiny pieces of icebox cake, cold fried chicken, thick slices of their mother's honey ham. Once my father was a baby here, and then he was a boy, but that was a long time ago. In the photos, my grandfather is taller than everybody, and my grandmother just an inch smaller. On the walls, their children run through fields, play in pools, dance in teen-filled rooms, all of them. Grown up and gone now, but wait, look closely. There's Aunt Alicia, the baby girl, curls spiraling over her shoulders, her hands cupped around a bouquet of flowers, only 4 years old in the picture and already a reader. Beside Alicia, another picture, my father, Jack, the oldest boy, 8 years old and mad about something, or is it someone we cannot see? In another picture, my Uncle Woody, baby boy, laughing and pointing, the Nelsonville house behind him, and maybe his brother at the end of his pointed finger. My Aunt Anne in her nurse's uniform, my Aunt Ada in her university sweater, Buckeye to the bone. The children of hope and grace. Look closely. There I am in the furrow of Jack's brow, in the slyness of Alicia's smile, in the bend of Grace's hand. There I am, beginning. It'll be scary sometimes. My great-great-grandmother, my great-great-grandfather, on my father's side, was born free in Ohio, 1832. Built his home and farmed his land, then dug for coal when the farming wasn't enough. Fought hard in the war, his name in stone now on the Civil War Memorial. William J. Woodson, United States Colored Troops Union Company B, 5th Regiment. A long time dead but living still among the other soldiers on that monument in Washington, D.C. His son was sent to Nelsonville, lived with an aunt, William Woodson, the only brown boy in an all-white school. You'll face this in your life someday, my mother will tell us over and over again. A moment when you walk into a room and no one there is like you. It'll be scary sometimes, but think of William Woodson and you'll be all right. Football dreams. No one was faster than my father on the football field. No one could keep him from crossing the line, then touching down again. Coaches were watching the way he moved, his easy stride, his long arms reaching up, snatching the ball from its soft pocket of air. My father dreamed football dreams and woke to a scholarship at Ohio State University. Grown now, living the big city life in Columbus just 60 miles from Nelsonville, and from there, Interstate 70 could get you on your way west to Chicago. Interstate 77 could take you south, but my father said no colored Buckeye in his right mind would ever want to go there. From Columbus, my father said, you could go just about anywhere.